In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what you would think is one of the greatest tools that medical sales representatives use. And you'd think it because they talk about it all the time. What am I talking about? Well, watch this video and find out, because chances are you're using this tool too. Hello, my friends. This is Mace Harff, and I want to welcome you to the Medical Sales Channel, which is dedicated to helping you sell more in the medical device, pharmaceutical, biotechnology, and life science world. So you're probably excited to hear about this tool. What is the tool that medical reps frequently use? Well, here it is. And in fact, during the pandemic, you are hearing this tool and watching it used all the time. The tool is excuses. Not what you were expecting, is it? Yes, you would think that the number one thing that makes medical sales representatives successful is excuses, because medical reps seem to have a lot of them. They are experts. You would think that the medical reps who have the best excuses sell the most and are the most successful. Is that the case? No, it's not. Why do we make excuses? Well, we make excuses when we think things are out of our control. For example, selling in this pandemic or after the pandemic, wherever you might be right now, you might think that it's not your fault if you don't have the same level of access to your customers and accounts like you did before. So therefore, if you're not selling as much, it's the circumstances. That's an excuse. Or maybe your customers have changed the way that they make buying decisions. Or they might have even reallocated budgets which were previously allocated for your products. That's not your fault. That's an excuse. See, excuses work because it gets you off the hook. But here's the reality. Let's talk about excuses. There's two kinds of excuses. There are those excuses that are justified and those that really aren't. Have things changed in your world? Yes, they have. But what change means is that everything has to change. If something changes on the customer side, then something has to change on the sales side. You see, one thing we know for sure in healthcare is that the challenges of healthcare itself have not gone away. People still get sick. People still need healthcare. Whatever product or service you sell, there is a need for it. Now, here's what happens. When things change, your accounts and customers in your accounts and other stakeholders, they might choose to blind themselves to the need for what it is that you offer. In other words, they'll adopt the attitude that whatever they're using right now is fine. It's working. It might not be optimal. Maybe they wish they had something else, but you know what? They don't want to think about it because they have other places that they need to focus. This is where you come in. You see, it's not your customer's job to recognize on their own where your product or service fits into their current situation. And again, I want to emphasize the words current situation. When things change, too many reps focus on the general situation, what has always been. And in times of crisis or in times of extreme change, buyers are not looking for things to help them in the world the way it used to be. They want things that will help them now. Your job is to help them connect the dots. Connect the dots. These are dots. Your job is to help them connect them. That's why companies hire salespeople. It's not to just turn them into walking, talking brochures. If that were the case, then they could just mail the brochure or send them an email saying, hey, look at this. There's a PDF here. You're going to love it. But no, they create salespeople because salespeople are able to have conversations. Conversations that help customers to understand why the product is needed now, why it could help you now, why it could solve the pain, the issues, or help you address the needs or goals or mandates that you have now. You're a salesperson. Your job is to help, not to make excuses. So remember, when you're feeling like, well, it's out of my hands, things have changed, the customer said no, they won't let me in, there is a way in. Your competition is getting in. Other salespeople are getting in and selling. So excuses might make you feel good for the moment, or they might feel like they're getting you off the hook with your sales manager, but the reality is that they become a crutch. Sales excuses are not your friend. Instead, look for the solution. That's what will help you out in this time and any time in the future. By the way, these videos are brought to you by Medical Sales Academy, and Medical Sales Academy has been promoting a webinar which I present, which is called How to Use Virtual Medical Sales Calls to Access and Engage Customers and Sell More Than Ever Before. And you can register for this free webinar by going to medicalsalestraining.com/webinar. medicalsalestraining.com/webinar. In this short webinar presentation, I'm going to share with you the opportunities that you have through virtual selling and how most medical reps are blowing it. But I'll also tell you what you need to do to succeed using virtual sales calls. So go to medicalsalestraining.com/webinar, get more information and become more effective now and in the future moving forward. And if you are watching this video on YouTube and you found this helpful, then please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. By the way, I don't know why we say us. Us is me. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That's the currency that keeps these videos coming to you. So thank you for being here on this episode of the Medical Sales Channel. And I want to remind you that whatever you do moving forward in your medical sales career, the most important thing is what? The patient. That's why your customers and accounts do what they do. And your job is to help them to do a better job. The patient is most important. I'll talk to you again on the next video. Take care, get out there and make a difference, and I will see you then. Bye for now.